Hi and welcome to Nerdy Gamers. The game today we're going to be playing is Dungeons of Dredmor. This is part of our Let's Play series, and this is just in preparation for the new DLC that's going to be released today. So okay, we were partway through our game. This was our third character that we were playing, and we weren't doing too bad. We were just about to get down onto the second floor. So let's get started. And here we go. On the second floor, we got our lightning and abilities. I think we'd all sorted out the inventory, so we're all good to go. Okay, we're kind of looking forward to this next DLC. Should be quite good. So it's also they're adding additional mod support in, so it should be easier to get additional player-created stuff for the game. So what we're going to do is just have a little wander around. I remember last time I was going to start talking about some of the various little in-jokes that appear in this game. This is not looking particularly good right now. And we're a bit low on mana as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to move him out of the way. And we'll go... what food have we got? Cheesy omelette. We'll go with the dire sandwich. We're going to need some of that food. And start moving. Have we got enough for lightning? Just. It's going to be pretty close. That was enough to take him out. Okay, so we're set up. We're going to be healing. We need to really regenerate some of our mana now. I think the next level up I was going to be getting the alchemy so that we could try and improve and use up some of these bits and pieces. I always get worried when it get that big delay like that, because one of the signs it sometimes is of drink the Pilsner, of a monster zoo coming up, and they can be pretty darn scary. Now why did that suddenly appear over there? Toxie Blobby, I'll move you out of the way. Note foul on that. But we'll just go in here to help cut down on the numbers that can attack me, because I can't get through the wall and they've got to go all the way around. So it just gives me a little bit of breathing space.
Your life force is running out.
Okay, so this is one of those times when I said about the invisibility potion. We drink it. Use that. So we've got plenty of turns. So what we're going to need to do is try and set up ourselves a little defense. Down some of these so that we can get straight to getting some of our magic back, because we are going to need it. What else have we got? The Prince. Now I think that is a boss, so do that because that will increase over C here. Gives us additional health. Going to be useful. Excellent drain life force ability. That could well be needed. Now we've got a few more turns of healing. Now let's see what we got. We got magic, so we're gonna whack that out. Want to try and clear out these as quickly as possible. Get that boss coming up this way. No. See how much damage. Wow. Lots of crushing damage. He is going to hit us hard. Right, I did that to get him out of our way because he's just too close otherwise. Let's see what we got. We're going to need this. We're going to need to be able to regenerate quickly. What else can we slap against him? Well, we've got enough to survive one hit. Well, that wasn't too bad. What else we got? We got make use of this. No, that is too much. We can't sustain that. So we've got to get out of here. So we're going to spend a couple of turns just resting and healing up over here. Down some of this food. So that meat will get us a bit healthier. There we go. Unfortunately, we now lose that bonus of the regeneration, but it should be enough to just finish him off, and we kill him. Oop, accidentally pressed that. Right, hang on a second. Yes, that key got stuck. That nearly darn well killed me. Okay, right, let's eat an omelette. What we got? Right, so we just need to... Let's just cut out the spell for the moment, so we can regenerate some magic. Eat that puffball, because then we've got a couple of confusion balls that we can throw around. We're just kind of hanging in there at the moment. This is starting to get a bit... Right, we need to have that electricity up, and then we move there, because if we're actually on the steps, we can't retreat. So by moving off the steps, we actually have the option of retreating. Let's see what we got. A rusty sword, not what we need at all. A trap. Well, a good way up to another level. Let's see what we got. Pear wine. Toxy blobby. Got death coming in. Might as well use these. A little bit of extra damage, just to help cut them down. And let's just explore the rest of this area before we move on. Okay, looks pretty clear around here, so we're going to explore this next area. We're out of picklocks, but there are some over there. And now, I don't know if you saw, but the little Toxy Blobby just before, he said the words Phosro-Da. That's a reference to Skyrim, which I don't think had actually come out when this game was first released, but they added it in one of the Realm of the Diggle patches. For some reason, found plastic. Oh, that's useful. Could do with the potion of mana for one of the later potions. Your mother was a radish. Now, if I recall, that is a reference to Monty Python the Holy Grail. Part of the scene when they approach the castle with the French people, mostly voiced by John Cleese, if I remember. See what other references they've got. No, nothing for the moment. They were pretty silent there. Okay, our magic's starting to get down a bit, and we are going to need to wander. So I'm still going to save that. Come back to that later. No point wasting magic, and this looks like the only way in and out. So we'll just slap them around a bit. What we got? We got an enraged Diggle. They aren't the funnest of creatures. They are, yeah, 7 damage. They hit pretty hard. Should be enough to just kill him, but that does leave us pretty low on health. So probably have some of this food, because we just can't really afford to die. Well, you can never afford to die. It's kind of a bit of a silly statement there, but take him out at long range. Those are actually pretty nasty when you get quite a few of them, because they can quickly gang up and they can slap some quite powerful magic effects against you. Oh yeah, I really hate octos. Those are nasty. Those I always try and take out at long range where possible. It's because the Hyperboron, it's actually quite hard to resist. You don't get a lot of stuff that helps you resist it. So anything that helps you resist Hyperboron, in my mind, is very worthwhile. What we got? We got another little area just around here. Oh, volcanic cell. Those are useful. Do not find many of those. So we're all out of picklocks now. And magic is running a little bit low, so it's going to be time to start conserving some magic shortly. Just keep an eye, and there's our level. Now, as I said, we're going to improve on... where was it? Potions. There we go. Now, This increases our potion making ability. Does it actually increase our potion making ability? Yes. But also transmuter. Ooh, transmute gems randomly so we can swap the types. It's handy if we've got the wrong type of gem. We also keep finding... I wonder if that's part of a... There was a patch just before this. Keep finding random items. Maybe if that's part of a pre-patch process. I'll find out more, because I've not really seen that before. It's just random bits and pieces like plastic and another spring-loaded bolt. Do we have any bread? No, I think I dropped the bread. Okay, well we've got plenty of magic at the moment, so we don't have to worry too much. We'll just get him out of the way. There you see, we're taking a bit of a beating from that, and also ended up in stuff from that. Right, okay. So, just watch our health down to 17. It's getting a bit low, but nothing that we can't handle at the moment. See, these graves are sometimes quite useful. At the foot of them you can often find some items lingering around. Now admittedly we only got a few powders, but hey, you can sometimes find armour and bits and pieces like that. So get up close, whack him hard. Now he'll hit for about 7 a time, but he hasn't managed to do it this time. Can whack him down a bit and we can knock off some health off this Diggle. And that's pretty much it. So we'll sling a puffball. Just yeah, no, that's too much. That enraged Diggle did quite a lot of damage. I'm gonna have to just keep going until I can. There we go. We got rid of him. Food. We're gonna have to have one of these. And then what else could we got? Nothing. I can drop one of those against him. It's a bit more damage, and that should finish him off. Yes, getting lucky finds. Now these it's kind of new. I've never really seen that before. Maybe it's a new thing they've introduced, like I was saying in the patch. Well, find out more when we start up a new game and see what happens. But I'm not going to start a new game until we actually die. Now, our magic regen rate is about the same as what it's expending, so we can keep this magic spell up pretty much indefinitely without any real issue. Don't kind of like these creatures. They're a bit tough. Can cause a hefty amount of damage. Yes, getting a fairly bad hit against them. At least this one, the Electro Blobby, with the electricity power up, we've got a fairly good resistance. Yeah, another 7 points. We can survive 2 hits, so we can take him out. Cap, so tinkering parts, rough iron mace, see what we get here. Oh, I've seen this before. A shield with lots of silver ingots, filigreed silver shield. I've seen that before. Royal Beatdown, yeah, I've seen that one. And the Manitaurus, yes. I mean, there's plenty that we can actually start looking at and seeing what we can make. But I don't like the amount of damage that we keep taking. We just really need to have more defensive ability at the moment, and this is nothing that we can find which really helps. Yeah, I can put on the leather cap, which will increase my damage resistance by 1, but it's a lot of the special abilities that's actually taking it off us at the moment. And yeah, there's nothing really here. I mean, I can probably start using some of these arrows. Oh, well, I would start using arrows if we had a crossbow. So we're kind of out of luck there. We've got plenty of magic, but we've got no offensive magic. We've got this one which we can just keep boosting up. Now that can turn me into a Diggle if I remember. Yeah, it's just... Again, there's nothing really going to be useful. Purity potion. So I mean, at the moment, we're just going to have to go through and just keep eating plenty of food and just soak it up. do the best that we can and just try and minimize the damage where possible. Yeah, getting a lot of lucky finds actually. Rough iron axe. There's a lot of lucky finds. No, we won't bash that open. But we will do that because Aqua Regia. So that's more potion making. They didn't drop anything there this time. We'll go north and we'll just finish off doing the map here. They're nasty. If that actually takes one attack at me, I'm probably going to run. Yeah. Let's see. Right, Wonder Bling. What does that actually do? I can never remember. Does cause some damage and it causes it to drop an item. Silver Ring. Yeah, it's getting lots of nice drops, but it's just not really what I need at the moment. Yes. What do we do? We got really nothing. I mean, I can use this. That'll distract it. That's new. The bony one should only actually ever create one zombie, but that just created two. So yes, that's new. So with that as acting as a distraction, we're going to be able to kill that. And all these, yes, the patch just before has definitely made a fair bit of difference. But whether or not we can really take advantage of it is, we'll see. I do hate these creatures. It's using up the wand, but quite frankly, it's that or death. And I'd rather it die, because what I was after was this. The Lootfisk Cube. All those useless items that I can't find any use for, I can just dump into here, and it turns into Lootfisk. So no longer do I have to carry around piles and piles of absolute rubbish. I can just dump it in there. Now at the moment, I want quite a lot of this stuff, but yeah, it's like all that powdered down aluminium. Now, if I had lots of powdered rust, which I could get from iron, I could make a lot of bombs. Null clubs are going to hardly be worth selling. Rusty sword's barely worth it. Rough iron axe isn't worth it. Rough iron mace isn't really worth selling. Those might be. So yeah, I'm going to keep those in case I can check out the porter still now, because we need the skill and here. Because we can now, for instance, convert that brandy. So, have we got anything else? Nightcap. Yep, we'll convert that. Because then we've kind of got some aquavitae as well. Well, some more aquavitae. Just over here, which we don't need over here. Don't need any of those up there, but we can make use of these thrown items. Mana we don't need to keep. Volcanic potion could in theory be used, and then Dwarven Gut Rock could be used, and the brandy could be used. So we've got the high powered magic restoration. That's only really going to matter if we keep creating and using these. At the moment it's about the same level, so we just keep this running. And none of these actually use magic. So again, we'll look at the next level, see what we can get at. I mean, some of these might get turned and used for other things. We'll just double check to see if we've got anything else that we can make. We can make makeshift bomb. We don't need that at the moment. There is the poison ampule, but again, we've got no real need for that. We can turn cassiterite into that, yes. Bronze is more useful for us, and we can just squeeze out another omelette. That clears up a few more spaces for us. The volcanic cell we want to keep around, definitely. Now the modular alchemy kit, you see, potion of mana. empty flask, aqua register, acid flask. We can make more empty flasks. We've got a pile of those somewhere. Now this is the one I was after, creating another volcanic potion, because that was going to be useful. We're missing copper. I've just used up the copper. But okay, we can get a potion of Midas out, which is going to be more useful. Let's just double check what we got the ingredients for, but don't have the skill for. No, okay. Nothing vital coming out. Yeah, you can make black powder, but we don't need that. Rust. So rust, because potion healing will be useful, because that's also an ingredient, for instance, in this. But also, more importantly, I think it was one of the regens. Aqua Fortis, supple leather gloves, yes. Yeah, clear vision, purity, punishment creates one of those. That's what yes, we do need rust. So we got some iron. We can grind up a couple of these, get some rust. We don't need any of those at the moment, and we'll just double check not the tinkering, because we can make a load of arrows. We don't need arrows. Go back to the modular alchemy kit. Yeah. Make some healing potions, because if nothing else, having some healing potions around, it could just well save our life. And I'd rather have a load of those, because we can make more aqua vitae through using up these and turning those into it by improving everything. So it just gets us a little step closer. And we got alchemy for a reason, so we need to take advantage of it. Just need to watch that health, because yes, we're going through the food at a very rapid rate, and we just can't keep affording to go through all the food with nothing else coming back. But at least with these healing potions now, so I mean, we do need to try and keep an eye out for vending machines and stuff like that. So 6 salts, potion of replenishment. That's one of the other requirements we need. Lots of electro blobbies. Toxic blobby is the more dangerous one of the lot, so we'll move him out of the way. These really can't cause that much damage against us now. And we've got our escape route just over there. So we're careful though. Try not to encourage being killed. Keep out of the line of sight of the one that's causing us the most trouble. And just slowly move up. And then now get him cornered. And then we don't move, because we could die otherwise. Okay, get shield, get armor. Oh, that's finally, I think, some decent armor. Yes. And shield, we'll equip that, because that again gives us some actual defenses. And there we go. We've now got 4 damage reduction. So against just an ordinary text, we now stand a bit of a better chance. And we also got somewhere to sell off stuff. Yay! So, what we got? Silver ring, we don't need. Ring of ash, we don't need. We want those potions. We're keeping that for bread, but we can dump it down on the ground for the moment. These various wines, there's no point carrying them for the time being. The chalk, we don't need to carry. Now, various of these, we don't need to have these to hand. Bronze, iron and tin. Yeah, no, those would be useful keeping around. These aren't proving too useful at the moment, nor is the volcanic cell. I mean, we'll probably find the bits and pieces that we need, because if we go to tinkering, don't go to here, but we have a look around here. See what we actually got skill for. Yeah, loads of stuff there. Blink does see. I don't know what that actually does. We'll have to investigate that. Have we got something more? Powder of that. Pants of serpentine, but you need shiny. Ooh, some of these things I've not. Whoa! Mace of Windu. Oh, nice. Oh my word, they really have done some changes to this. There's a lot more stuff that we can actually... Oh, I used to have one of those, didn't I? I got rid of it, didn't I? I could have combined it, couldn't I? But that's smith. It gives all the different things, and this is what... right, so tinkering. Yes, interesting, very interesting. Tinkering, wow, yes, there's definitely a lot more that you can do. Because one of the bits I was looking at was there's, yes, an amulet. Lots of these, yes, secret recipes. Did we find anything useful? When did we get that? Or is that just something they've given us? Well, that's just really nice to know. Okay, so when we get to leveling, we could really do with getting our tinkering up. Because, what is our tinkering at the moment? 1. Nowhere near. Okay, so we've got our various potions, we've got some of the equipment. Is there anything useful that we can have around here? That's good. The cyber cone's far better than the fedora. Yeah, lots of nice stuff. Can't afford it. So for the time being, we'll just ignore that and go out adventuring. Now we just kind of generally need to avoid dying. Actually, yes, we'll do the lower area first here. We've got our escape route. If we come back to here, we limit how many of them can attack us. Make use of our throwing ability, because it does cause slightly more damage as well. Oh, Helmer Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood from Secret Monkey Island series. So that's where that is referenced from. Oh, the fedora is part of the archaeologist skill, which is reference to Indiana Jones. It belongs in a museum, one of his lines. So even some of the skills are references to movies. Still could do with actually causing more damage. That did not go too well. We'll back ourselves up into a corner. Not good, but quite frankly, we need to limit the number of attacks that we can take right now. So we can take them on, but just really preferably not all at the same time. Got the enraged Diggle, so use that ability against him. Didn't throw him, but it does cause slightly more damage at least. Lederhosen. Now we've actually got nothing on us. We're now starting to find some items. That's something. Now that would open the gate up from this side. Diggle, and then looks like a Toxie Blobby just round down over there. That was a counter and a block. So that just went back and forth and did nothing. We've got Berserk Rage up, so we're going to be able to cause some additional. Oh, that was I'm at least 5 levels higher. That was a little threat, so like based on an RPG. You never take on somebody 5 levels higher, because a lot of RPG, well, early RPG systems, the disparity between levels was just so high. I mean, when you got a system where you say maybe have 100 levels, the difference between the levels is not that much. But early on, it's just 5 levels. You could take on a lot of people with that kind of level difference. So that kind of harkens back to those days. Slap through the Diggles. I mean, they do like their Diggles in this game. If you go to Gaslamp Games, kind of their mascot is the Diggle. It makes sense. It's a good little original character they created. It's cute and... well, one might almost say about this strange, weird-looking creature, almost cuddly. But magic's slowly going down. We can't quite... something was killing that. There's just over there. Yeah, I see no problem in just letting it kill itself. And you make use of whatever you can. If we go there, the chest will stop us from being attacked on that side. And this actually doesn't cause that much damage. And then we've got the electro blobby, which doesn't cause that much damage either. We are getting our damage up a fair bit now. So here we go. Some cheese. Nothing really much there. Where is that coming from? Mummy blasts zombie. Some sort of fighting going on, but can't see it. Curious. Well, that's just have to remain a mystery. So you see some of the bits here has already got some of the updates in. So the lucky finds just seem to be completely new to me. I don't recall that. And if it was doing that, it certainly wasn't doing that often. Actually, is it skill based? No, because transmuter was something. As any of these skills changed? Saying lucky finds, see traps, also loot. Is it that skill? Is it trap sense that's giving it to me? So I've never really noticed it before. I mean, some of these skills I've had, but never really paid much attention to. Because the problem is when you die fairly early, you just don't get the chance to level up. And so often some of these skills, even though I've taken them, I just really get no chance to see. Now, what we got over there, fell truffle. They're quite handy because you get the life regeneration from that. I'll just take out this ghost and then we'll focus on the zombie. Got another lucky find, Aqua Fortis, another good potion making material. I'll keep going with these lucky finds. I suppose in the next game I'll find out if it was just this or if it was something to do with the patch. So I'm still learning a lot of these skills, and I've put in about 100 hours into this game. And there's just so much to learn. My therapist says this will be good for me. I don't recognise that from a game, shall we say, but that's amusing. Oh, death. Actually, I'm not sure, but that death kind of reminds me from the Discworld death, and I would not be surprised if it was based on Discworld. It kind of makes sense. Now, we can get some more potion mixing ability, or we could go for tinkering. That gives us more trap sense, and that might not be a bad idea. Get some trap sense, but we could also do with some straight out combat ability. Throne I'm not worried about, that's indirect. That's a direct magic ability, but I think we'll go for that. Traps are our problem, and it never hurts to be able to deal with more traps. And there we go. So we're kind of... Thou art a hack. I don't specifically know a reference for that, but if it was, probably some kind of older writing. And here we go. We'll just hack our way through the monsters. Kind of nothing too exciting at the moment. We don't need to buy any food at the moment, because we're kind of finding plenty, and what we're not using. Right, so we'll put that down for the moment, and we'll see what we can do. And probably the first thing is start grinding up some of the cheeses. That's always a good start. Just get rid of cheeses that you don't need. And so of course with that, then we can go to here, check our ingredients. So of course we can make some more omelettes and get rid of that. Have we got any useless items that we can put into the loot fisk? Yeah, leather cap we don't need. What else have we got? We can grind down this. Turns it into 4. We could use the meat in the loot fisk, but for the moment we'll keep that handy. Sewer brew. We should be able to brew into grog.